Emotes are currently on the work. Want to support me and help me become affiliate courier? Make sure to drop a follow and lurk, comment on chat, and don't mute stream to count as a viewer on this and future streams. Emotes will be available once I'm affiliated.
Was the sword of the end of the steam, the bomb takes bites away. It's so say so to the best, the button. What's if it go right or the gate? Then the couple didn't even know. I wasted it all to get it. I kept everything off the steam, and even though I lost it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a clip of time when I hated so hard and got so high. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose a 50-50. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how much you misgrip. Keep that in mind. I designed this game to your mind myself all. I tapped so hard. Spite of the way you told me, acting like I was part of your team. And maybe all the times you searched me, I'm surprised you followed me. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even hook me. Not that you hooked me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything of the I looked it all up. What it meant to be will eventually be a clip of them when I hit the shot and got so high. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose a 50-50. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my bonds in you. Slept as most as I can sleep. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I will put my bonds in you. Slept as most as I can sleep. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I ate so hard and got so high. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose a 50-50. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Because I'm actually a winner. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how much you misclick. Keep that in mind. I designed this game to fail in due time. All I eat came is a waiting. Was it obvious as the hammer hits? Was the sword of the end of the steam? The bomb takes bites away. It's so say so to the best, the button. What's if it go right or the gate? Then the couple didn't even know. I wasted it all to get it. I kept everything off the steam, and even though I lost, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a clip of time when I hated so hard and got so high. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose a 50-50. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how much you misgrip. Keep that in mind. I designed this game to your mind myself all. I tapped so hard. Spite of the way you told me, acting like I was part of your team. And maybe all the times you searched me, I'm surprised you followed me. things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even hug me, not that you hugged me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything in of I looked it up. What it meant to be will eventually be a clip of them when I hit the south and got so high. But in the end, it doesn't even matter how to fall to lose a 50-50. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my bonds in you. Slept as much as I can sleep. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I will put my bonds in you. Slept as much as I can sleep. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I ate so hard and got so high. But in the end, it doesn't even matter how I had to fall to lose a 50-50. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Because I'm actually a winner. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how much you misclick. Keep that in mind at the scientist game to fail into time. All it came is a waiting. Was it obvious as the hammer hits? Was the sword of the end of the steam? The bomb takes bites away. It's so suited best the button. What if it go right out the gate? Then the captain didn't even know. I wasted it all to get it. I kept everything off the steam, and even though I looked, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a clip of time when I ate so hard and got so high. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose a 50-50. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how much you misclick. Keep that in mind as the scientist came to your mind myself for a depth so hard. Hello, and how's it going? And how's your day been? Today we're gonna play some Final Fantasy XV. And I mean Final Fantasy XVI. Final Fantasy XVI, I mean. And last time we did some side quest and we also finished our second SS Yank bounty. So, and today we're gonna go on and we're gonna help everybody with the dilemmas today. But before we do that, today I'm 16% bunny.
At Jockhire_Tuber is 42% delicious today. T.
And for the question of the day, do you have interest in local theater zones? For me, I've always been interested in local theater zones. So for me, that's a big yes. Anyway, time to see what everybody needs help with. So we're going to Martha's yes, notice, and the Dali meal now. And let's see which one we will start off with first. I start with the Dali meal. And let's see what we can do to help them. So, let me see how... Okay. There you are. So how can I help?
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Not really.
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But
I have to look
I
everywhere
have more
then.
immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
As if by magic. Let's
What's
just say
going on?
we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
And that's where we come in, huh?
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid.
Indeed.
And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Alrighty. Let's go for that one then.
Shouting.
Yeah. They are not exactly silent now. So here we go. Let me save quickly. Sorry. Anyway, okay. Inside that building.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you.
Yeah. This is going
All
nowhere.
of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Yeah. That is a good question. Anyway, let us go speak with Victor here.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I could ask the same to you.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costner's. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
Yeah, understandable.
But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so.
Yeah.
For all our sakes.
It is a start. Albert, whatever solution we can work out, it's only gonna be temporary. Anyway, let us go speak with Lupo.
So, you see my predicament? What
Nope.
I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight. My thoughts
Indeed.
exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
They need to work
What would the
together.
outlaw suggest?
Well,
So you're asking me,
for my
huh?
namesake. He'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is.
Indeed.
But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own.
Ah, I see what you're
before
thinking.
presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
I feel bad for the bandits
Victor, pay Conrad a
somehow.
visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along. Play along?
So what's the
What he
plan?
means to say is yes.
Alright. So that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to recruit them
Victory,
both.
Conrad. Your own city guard. Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane? Commander of the Red Wings.
So that's what you meant with play
Pleasure,
alone.
my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
You're good at this.
Are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
And what's the reason? Anyway.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that
Next
Dalimil is not
up
to be
is
trifled with.
Natalie. So we're going this way now, and yeah, and here we are now.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may yet be allowed to keep it. Ah,
Here we
here
go.
he is now.
Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League
On
of
the
Merchants.
hill, Yelly.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just
Yeah, I
telling the
know.
good lady
That's
of our
not the
conversation,
best
my
of
lord,
names.
and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It
Good,
is
good.
worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble
That's
town is
still-
to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it.
We have a deal
We've gone
then.
through this charade.
Siis saavat upp
Thank
it
you,
home.
Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Alrighty.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
Yeah,
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
indeed.
Mummy,
You did a better job than Clive at least.
I'm ruined.
Anyway, here we are.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your
Indeed.
scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak.
This isn't good.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Well, I can
I
deal
have a
with
favor to
them.
ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Yeah.
And it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Yeah. Let's do it then. So the ones I'm going for are the ones that are north of her. So let's go here.
The women folk have come to
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
Time to deal with them. There we go.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Even more enemies have.
Tighter!
There we go. Alright. Okay, even more new enemies have. Oh wait, hang on her. Let me deal with you then. And here we go. And there we go. And there we go. A little more here. Alrighty. No, dude. And here we go. And you've been defeated. So how's it going for the dawn
Did they hold
then?
out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Yeah. Vi kan inte tala from här. Okay, they seem used to fine.
Natalie, I owe you an apology.
Ditto
You
escaped.
did well out there.
No one caught it.
The inn
Jonas
would have
5
been lost had you not
red.
held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Indeed.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take
Exactly.
it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted,
That
it only
it
took an army
did.
of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act. I'll take that as a compliment.
Alright, vi är on with this one. And level up. And have we gone up? Alright. No. Next on the list is either Martha's yes or no yes. So which one shall we go for now? Okay. This time we go for Martha's yes. And to see how we can help her. So let us go speak with Martha now.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you
Yeah,
think, Clive?
we have to help them, of course.
Never offer.
No questions
Where I
asked.
need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Well, naturally. So time for this one now. Let me save quickly.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
Yeah. Considering the current state, I won't even be surprised. Anyway,
How do?
let's see her. So let's see, do you have anything I want her or? Alright.
That all,
Yeah.
is it?
Okay, over there then. So let's go now towards the Fallen Gate.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you? Them not.
Now they haven't. You haven't been abandoned, so no worries about that.
Run like the wind.
Anyway, we're going this way now. Alright. And here we are.
Clive, wounded.
Okay.
Deal with the Akashic first.
Yeah, we have to. Exactly. So, how we go now? Alrighty. Okay. And more enemies have.
Soil and stone! Enough.
Here we go. And here we go. It felt like there was supposed to be more.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Guardians of the Flame, huh?
But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Well, there should still be more. Or was that it?
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Yeah,
Not
indeed.
long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Arthur! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, where they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
Well, I'm here.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Alrighty then. Well, then we heading down here,
Mad dogs.
and yeah, here we are. Alrighty, and we're going down now. And I see it, yeah, I see them here.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
I heard them.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try.
Yeah, we have to after all.
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
And here we go. Here we go now. Oh, damn it, man. Okay. Hang on here. Alrighty then. Oh wait. I remember I have in fact fought you before. Albeit when I fought you it was for the bounty. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. And there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, a little more here. The bug happened. I can deal with you on my own here. Alright, here we go. Okay, so that happened there. Alright, and here we go. Alright, här. And I soon got you här. Just a little more.
It's over.
There we go.
Is anyone hurt?
I'm fine.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
Indeed.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Not good.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Alright. Okay. Then we're going there. So yeah. Back to Martha's siesta then. And then the second horde is there. So let's go now.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
Alrighty. And we're going now.
Run like the wind.
And this way. Here we are.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
And there we go now. Leave enemies home. Okay. And they are this. They have.
Titan!
And there we go. Okay.
Something's coming.
Yeah.
Apologies, my
Oh,
lord.
there you are, mate.
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Yeah. Well, there we go. Okay. Yeah.
Wake and win!
Okay. So they are basically enemies I have defeated before. Enemies I have defeated before, but more accuracy. Oh, damn it, man, damn it. And here we go. And there we go. Allez, arrêtez. There we go. There we go. And here we go now. Allez. And there we go. And you have been defeated too.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Still enough.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough
Be
time to
safe
recover
then.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a
Indeed,
matter of
it
if the
is.
Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Well, we're done with this one now. But that was just the
My lord,
beginning.
there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Oscar Hall.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Oh, so that's how it is.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar.
Now's not the time.
Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that...
Oh, you please.
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Alrighty then. We're done with this one. So now we only got the northeast left. So let's head towards the northeast. And see how we can help them.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the
saw
wall.
it.
And Isabel is there, so finding her will be no issue. Anyway, here we are now.
I can't do it.
You can.
And here we are.
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
I see.
Ultimus thralls.
Fallen.
And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Alrighty then. And let me save quickly. And now let's head to the garrisons. And this way now.
We could leave. The two soldiers were carrying...
Alrighty, we have...
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty.
Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
Well, I can understand why they don't wanna fight.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
Indeed, it is.
We'll talk to the survivors.
So let's see how.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Alrighty then.
Family. They're still in the capital.
I'm sorry, darling. I truly
Let's see how.
Give me your arm. Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when...
More
Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
Yeah.
We should head for more.
Alrighty then. Yeah. Yeah, we have to go there from here. So let's go. Alrighty
It was all
then.
they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Ready, go?
And now we're going now towards the moon. And let's see, because from the sound of it, the fallen, it sounded like the fallen appeared out of thin air and also disappeared into thin air. Wait. Hang on a bit. I think I see what's going on now. So that is what's going on here, huh? I understand. I understand what's going on now here. Anyway, here we are.
Clive, look!
I see them.
Yep.
With me.
Just as I thought. And here we go.
Should I cry?
even more enemies här.
Save your strength.
Här vi går. Här vi går. Let's go deal with the leaves then. As easy as always. Alrighty här. There we go. There we go. Alright. And you completely missed me. Alright här. And här vi går. Inte vet on här. And be at the back a bit. I'm going to the toilet quickly. So hang on a little bit. Alright, I'm back now.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Alrighty then.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt.
Oh,
It's
please.
not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Väl, I'm a dawn här then.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Paketyitä
Let's go
haita
put Otto's mind at
veiten.
rest.
So let's go now. Oh wait. Before I go, let me check the item shop här.
Those things I said before about not being able.
So, let's see här.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Let's see.
I heard.
Item shop.
I heard the dame got an eye.
Where was the item shop again? Oh yeah. It was over there.
Let of us believe
So,
these ghosts.
I got
let's see her.
fire in your belly.
And what can I do for you?
Yeah. And that you ask. And let me see what you can do for me indeed. Okay,
Come back
nothing.
again.
Anyway, back to haita veiten. Alrighty, we are back now. Oh. I got a new missive, so let me check it out quickly.
Did you see the pair that got hauled
So,
into tires?
let me see her. The Amativ's persona, the god and the league have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all live to sip of a snake's bit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have you better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for use, well, from one aspiring discipline to another, might I suggest working on your delivery and your perception and those stiff limbs of yours and your continence and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name on the hill at this service now, would we? Looper, oh you please. However, first yes, the gardens are getting along with the excess fine enough, working to sew up the gäst walls when not glen out vad förvärvets gementan inte getts. Då Chances are will still be negative in Akasik. Had you not given that hold you film potential notes? I know you are hjälp to save and all, but if you ever in need of a quick revive, come see us and we'll tap you a gast, matter. The flames upon bright. You have an uncanny talent of solving up where you most need it, my lord. Without you still, I fear the jest would be in the hands of the Akasik, and us both more of the nameless numbers. However, with the hold of both tint and fractured, we gardens can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller bags without the worry of being overwhelmed. When matters blood excess can get on to defending the door. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my certain Jäquist for taking him under your wings. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking. So as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his scoring on the more worthy shield, and the Helm has none more worthy than you. Wait. Word from Northeast, Clive. You have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the tales, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of daylight. Good Philip has taken to see that we are prepared, so that the goals come once again, darling. But I often worry the yank of Captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine, the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, so the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Wales doors. Isabel. Alrighty, and let's see her. Alrighty, well, let me go speak with the author now. Now that I've finished eating all this and that. So let's see her. Yeah.
Did you see that?
Alrighty, vi är här nu. Let's see her.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part.
Yeah, indeed.
Now's not the time to second guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
That's the big news. I mean, great news, not the big. So how's Joshua doing then?
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
Exactly.
Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
When Dion is still alive.
Do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since.
Oh, I
Ultima
see.
is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet,
Me
I
too.
am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements.
But that's not the case for me.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Maybe he can.
I'd hazard a guess. I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
It's getting even worse.
It's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
But that's not good. Well, I had to hurry to Canver then.
Well, what's the short of it?
Thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
Well, that's good.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
Oh, so that's why.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Well, that's for the best. Better than having Joshua go on his own. So... Wait. Alright, and... Hang on a bit. I got a missive. So let's see. Let's see what... let's see the mail. And hang on a bit here. Alrighty.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Okay. No, let me see. Okay. Alrighty. Let me save quickly. Okay. Let's go for this one first. A humble request, Master Clive. I apologize for this sudden and unwanted gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I might turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his valued expectations, namely due to a marked lack of material aptitude on my part. To wit, I am both a manservant, not a mercenary. Well, I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys. I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, pity come and see me at Martha's Siest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Juteford, senesal till Lord Baron Josefield, answer Juteford's summons. Yes.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
Yeah. And that is the question. Anyway, let's go then. But before that, let me head her quickly. let's go then. Clock and the Dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking.
But before I do that one, let me head to Martha's siesta. And here we are. And now, let us go find you the food. Alrighty. He ought to be somewhere around here. Let's see if I can find him. Okay, he might be upstairs.
My lord Marquis.
Oh, there you are.
It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray.
Sadly.
The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
I'm listening.
Quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas.
Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
Indeed. So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord.
I
shall pray for your success and safety.
Well, let's go to Dalimil then. So, alright, I'm going here now. And
it's not going
to
be easy finding one man in an
Hang
entire
on a
republic.
bit.
Let's hope someone here's seen something.
If all of us continue to work together in defending
The bandits may be known. Look what they've left us with.
Yeah, I'm going this way now.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping.
Alright, here we are. Let me check with you quickly.
Good day, my lord.
Alrighty then.
Thank you for your custom.
Anyway. Yeah. Let's head over there then.
Good girl.
Alright. And now I'm going this way. And let's see if I can find you here. Well, here we are.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
And maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I know.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're
Indeed.
more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
So you killed him all. Anyway. Here we go. Well, that was easy.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Indeed.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
Oh, so you're one of them then?
You sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more. And his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free. Only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined.
Indeed, it is.
It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
I'm so they wouldn't mind.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Alright. Off to northeast then. So, I'm going here now. Alright.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's men could be anywhere.
And now I'm going here. And let's see if I can find you. And oh, wait. Okay. Could it be you, maybe?
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
Oh, so that's what happened.
I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
Then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
Yep.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
Alrighty then.
I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Well, let's go find the bandits then.
Yeah. They just
So here we
resist,
go.
could they?
Here we are.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Hang on her. Okay. And there we go. And there we go. And here we go now. And there we go now. Alrighty här. A liten var här. And there we go. There we go. Alright, vi är done här. Alrighty här.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will
survive. Indeed.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread.
So that's what's
when I
going
said the
on.
ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose you'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a pistolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Yeah. Let's se että on nyt ymmärtää sitten. Så här vi går nu. Oh wait, my bad. I meant to go här. Alrighty, and let's speak with you the food then. He's upstairs, right here.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly.
It is grim, yes.
And if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
And I do agree. Anyway, I'm done here with this one. Smooth like butter. Smooth like butter. Oh, please. Anyway. Let's see if there's any more side quests we can do now. So let's see here. Yeah, we have some more we can do here. So let me save quickly. And then let's see here.
Seems the hideaway's
Blasted book.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword.
Oh,
you remember
I see.
Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Well, fine. I did help Ivan.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Indeed.
That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
I mean, you know of him too.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Oh, please. Anyway, let me go speak with the Happocatus then. So, alright,
There's a storm coming soon. Will there be thunder?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sanbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. Their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sanbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive.
Alrighty.
And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Will do. Well, off to northeast then. And alright. Here we go. Okay. They are both over there. Let's see.
Nothing like a little.
There's something there, I see. Alright, here we go. And then this way now. Yeah.
There were ghosts at the gate.
They are both over at the ghost.
You needn't fret.
Which means they're quite close to each other. Anyway, yeah. Here we are then.
To the meadows, then.
Alrighty. Now, let us go. So, we're going here now.
This might take a while. Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
And well, before that, alright. Now let me go deal with you. And here we go.
This must be our wyvern.
Alrighty.
Alright. Let's get this over with.
And there we go. Alright, den här. Och lite more här. Alright. Här. Inte vet hon. Yup, that's the one I'm looking for.
That's the wyvern's liver.
Alright then.
Now I just need to find the herbs.
Indeed.
Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Yeah. Vi sålde vi som variant här. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. And there we go.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
Well, back to the hideaway then. And here we are. Now let us speak with Molly now.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
So, here you go.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose.
Indeed.
Right then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Well, he got it. I agree with him. Okay.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish.
So it was a tasty haul.
A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavor and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Yeah, I think
can't
the
quite tell with all that
same.
nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Yeah, that one was a bit, yeah. Anyway, we're done with this one. Alrighty. Let's see. And okay, we have some more side quests we can do then. So let me save quickly. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I start with with this one. I mean, I go for this one now, I mean.
Sid, will there be fun?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
On balance, offer to assist Mrs. Selif. Allow me to help.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Alrighty then. Let's check with them then. So, we're going this way now. Audium. Okay. Audium means that one. So let's see her and see if they was hiding or the dude or not. So let's see her.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight.
Okay, they did do something indeed. I understand.
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she
See,
have you
so,
dismember
dear
her
Hall.
creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the
okay.
best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
Yeah. I'm waiting.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions.
Indeed.
So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Yeah. I should be able to fix it up at least.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Yeah. Which part will you inspect? The arms?
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Correct.
You're on the right track.
with about will you inspect? The girl.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Minidole's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Oh,
My
please.
fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see?
You got that, right? Which part will you inspect? The bones?
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Gooch? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
You know they're supposed to weigh for people.
Holding the pans up?
Well spotted.
Indeed.
Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
And what do you think it would be?
Now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
Correct.
Arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms go on the pans by the chains.
Exactly.
Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Minidole's hairs.
You are good at this, sir.
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midodole and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
Indeed.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Oh, please. But actually, you don't need the cogwheel for that one. So, no. He didn't forget it. It's used. I think it was used to have something to wave. Anyway, let us go speak with the sea life then. So, have we gone up?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Alrighty, and we are here now. So, let's go put into her.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea.
Exactly.
Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the 3 of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them following her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow.
Ah, so
But
that's
should come as no
why.
surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Alrighty, I'm done with this one and all. Let's see her. Alright, I got some more. So, let me save now. And I end the stream here. So give me a bit as a look for some 48. So just give me hang on a little bit here.